just caused just a tad bit of like rivalry. Hey guys! So I really hope that my boots aren't making too much noise, but I haven't actually taken them off, so they're still on. I guess I could take them off, but they're keeping my feet warm, so I don't really feel like it. So we had a lot of decorating to do, like more than I expected. Like I knew we had a lot, but then also we had more than a lot. Basically, we did have to decorate like the outside of the house, and of course then the inside of the house. Some years we get a real Christmas tree and some years we don't. Like it just kind of depends on what we're doing at any given point in time. So like last year we went to Japan. We actually weren't there for Christmas. We went for like New Year's just to visit my sister. And so we knew that we were leaving, so we didn't put up a ton of stuff because like I think 2 or 3 days after Christmas, we had to leave like in the middle of the night so we could make our like 9 a.m. flight. We put up like a fake tree. That way we knew we wouldn't have a giant fire hazard sitting in the house. And we didn't put up like a ton of decorations. That way just easily kind of like pull them down right before we left. And also because we didn't pull everything out last year, that also left a lot of things like kind of unorganized or just like in random places. Like honestly, we didn't even know where a lot of our things were because we hadn't pulled them out maybe in a couple of years, and then you start to forget like where you even put them. Yeah, it was definitely like a big ordeal, and yeah, it was interesting. So now you guys will get to see all of the things involved, and I would like to say that we're also not done. So yeah, it's gonna be quite a process. So we're actually headed to Walmart now just to do some holiday shopping. That is where we're going to go because we have to get lights for the front of the house. Some of them, like, we turned on the lights and of course they didn't work because, you know, that's how it is. I don't know if we need any for the Christmas tree, which we have not gotten, so I'm gonna have to go out and get the Christmas tree and figure that out. Yeah, we're gonna head out now to Walmart. So we found some lights for the front of the house. They're actually going to be blue because we usually do blue and white for Christmas. I think that actually a lot of people went to the store last weekend to get decorations because a lot of things happened to be sold out. We also got Christmas cards and some birds and butterfly decorations for the tree. We bought a light that projects last year, but we couldn't find it this year, so actually we decided to just go ahead and buy another one. The drink of the day is hot chocolate, in case you were wondering. I think I'm gonna try and make like fancier drinks as like the season goes on. Hot chocolate is definitely a Christmas drink. However, I'm kind of feeling like matcha could also be a Christmas drink because I bought some matcha and I never really used it, but now I'm feeling like it's green and it's Christmas, so like it's a green drink. I'm thinking like matcha with like a peppermint stick in it would be really cute because then it would be literally green and red and it would be like the most adorable thing. So I like eggnog, I like hot chocolate, I really like apple cider. I find the apple cider is really good. I actually was in New York and I swear that's like where I had the best apple cider, I'm telling you. That's where I had like the best apple cider ever. I was at like a fair, I don't even know. It was just like this random street fair thing that they do during Christmas, and they had apple cider out and it was so good. Oh my gosh. It also was really good because it was freezing. I'm sure that it was like 15 degrees or something, and there's really nothing better than hot apple cider when it's 15 degrees outside. Also, another thing that I'm definitely going to try going forward is that I have some things that I want to like bake, and they're not necessarily like Christmas bakes, but they're things that I've never baked before and they're very labor intense. So they're definitely something that I wouldn't do unless like I had a lot of time and was very much in the mood to like actually bake. So I think I'm going to try and go ahead and make some different things and get creative. I did actually use those like Pillsbury crescent rolls and I put like a chocolate spread in them, not Nutella. I might use Nutella next time because I tried to make my own chocolate spread. It didn't work out. So I basically just used dark chocolate, which we weren't eating because it was already way too dark. Like, I can't eat 85% dark chocolate. It just tastes bitter. It doesn't even really taste chocolate. It's just like bitterness in your mouth and a little bit of sadness. I like mixed it together with some milk and sugar. I was trying to like make it more like milk chocolate, and it sweetened up a little bit, but not like a ton. And then I also put apples, and then I kind of like folded the pastry over and made like fake little chocolate apple pastry tart things. I don't even know, but it was pretty good actually. And I cooked the apples before. It was kind of interesting. Like, I can see how if I was better at baking that I maybe would have made something that tasted really good. Like, it tasted okay, but I'm sure someone else could have definitely done better. So we are back under quarantine, and I know a lot of people were like baking during the beginning of this, but in California around like May, it's pretty hot. So by the time we really were into the like quarantine, I was not going to turn on an oven. I just wasn't. I wasn't going to do it. Now I think because it's cooled off and because I want to eat a lot of food, now is actually the perfect time to start getting a little bit more into baking again. And so today we actually had to go get the Christmas tree. So that was something that was very entertaining, and we weren't sure if it would fit in the car, but we were actually very, very happy that it did. And we didn't have to like worry about having the trunk like tied down or anything like that. And it was actually very nice because of the way they had everything set up. Like, they had the heights and prices and everything very organized, and the trees were all very spaced apart. I was also worried that it would be really crowded, and like at this point in time, obviously you don't really want to be in a very crowded area. So it was actually really empty. I would say there were like a total of maybe 2 or 3 other groups of people there, and it was very easy to get a tree once we picked one out, because it did take a little bit to decide which tree we were going to go with. And there actually aren't that many places that have them around here, so we ended up at Home Depot, but they actually had some like pretty nice trees. The trees were not too expensive either. I don't know what types of trees are actually the best because I don't really know anything about them, but we do always try to get a really tall one. So after we got the tree up and standing, I did have to cut the like plastic wrap that they put around it off of it, but the decorating still has yet to be done. I think this is actually going to be a pretty long decorating process this year, so I'll just keep you updated. See, a lot of people were driving around with trees tied to the tops of their cars, so it was definitely the time to get one before they all got like sold out, because I don't know how many like shipments they get, and that was something that was interesting. Also, like with the decorations, I think that they're gonna go ahead and restock. At least I'm expecting that they will, just for the last group of people that are going to go out and try and get some decorations, because actually I think they all got kind of bought up around Black Friday, so when we went it actually wasn't that many, which I was really surprised. The fact that blue was hard to find. You would expect the main colors of like white to be sold out, but instead a lot of people decided blue, including our neighbors, which has caused just a tad bit of like rivalry. This year everyone decided on blue, and it's like, why? Why blue? What happened? What happened to all those lovely white lights that you had from the previous year? That's where we are. So we have more to do. We'll check in with you after we have completed our Christmas tree, because we're gonna have to decorate that, and that might take a little bit of time, and I'll let you know how it goes. I hope you guys like this video. If there are any videos that you're interested in, just let me know. If you guys like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.